Welcome back to Budget Beauty. I am Lindsay Beatty, and this is the day 4 of the 12 Days of Beauty. And we're just going to do something off the cuff today. We're not doing a tutorial. We're not doing a reference photo. We're just doing makeup. And I decided I was going to do some Christmas makeup. I want to do something Christmassy. So we're going to do some red and some green today. So day 4. We are moving right along. It's actually going very well. I've enjoyed doing the episodes that I've done in the last couple of days. I've really enjoyed doing it. It's literally forcing me to do my makeup every day, so there's that. So I get used to doing it and continuously doing it. So yeah, it's fine. I'm also, learning how to improvise and work on the fly with makeup and fixing problems that may or may not arise due to my own user error. So well, let's get started. We're gonna start with the face today. Actually, yeah, I think we're gonna start with we might start with the eyes first. I can make this work where I get the eyes because I got a lot of stuff out here, and it's kind of crowded out here, so I don't know if I'm gonna do. That's why I was like, I don't know if I want to do eyes first or face first, because it's a lot. It's a lot in the way. So we'll see. Put my jewelry off to the side. So today since we're not doing a reference photo, we're not gonna put something over here where my hand is. We're just gonna be me. So, and actually I think I can do my eyes first. That would be fine, because then I could get this out of the way. Alright, so let's start with the eyes first. So to start, we're gonna do the eyeshadow first. This is my primer. This is the NYX Ultimate Shadow and Liner Primer. Go ahead and get that going on my eyes. Try not to get it in my lashes, because that would help. So we opened our gifts earlier, since it is Christmas Day. And I got, to help with Budget Beauty, my hubby got me a gift card, a $50 gift card to Ulta, and that definitely helps. That will definitely help me get my first haul of the year started. I may go this weekend since I have it. And then Boss Man at work gave me a $25 gift card. I was like, yay, thank you, Boss Man. And I'm almost certain he was giving everybody Amazon, because it's Amazon. It's an Amazon gift card for like $25. And I'm pretty sure he gave everybody Amazon. However, he knows that I am on Amazon a lot. So, because I am always talking about, I got my Amazon shipment in on Saturday. And I'm like, yeah, I stay on Amazon. I buy a lot of makeup on Amazon. So, very excited. I will, I'm going to see if I can't get a little shipment going, possibly for the upcoming week, maybe next weekend, possibly, because there are some beauty items I would like to get. I have added things to my beauty makeup list. I have a makeup shopping list on Amazon. It is solely for me to be able to go back and pick things off the list to buy and try. It is not for people to go on there and be like, hey, she said she was looking for this. I mean, I could turn it into that one day, but that's really not what it's for. It's really for my own edification and, hey, I saw this when I was shopping for other things. I'll come back and get this later type of. So, because I frequently browse Amazon as I am settling down for the night. As my husband and I like to say, we were denning down. We're denning down in the bear den for the evening, and I like to browse on Amazon a little bit. So I've never bought anything in my sleep, thankfully. But I like to I like to browse and then add things to various lists. All right, so to do the under eye, and what we're doing today, this look is going to be this is a pinup Christmas look. So yeah, we're doing a pinup Christmas look. Complete with Betty Bangs once I take my hair down. But of course, I have pinned my hair back so that I may put foundation and things up here. So, for the under eye look, because we're going to do an under eye look and an over the lash line, pinup line. We're going to use the She Glam. This is the She Glam Think Sharp eyeliner. And I like it. It's a little, it takes a little bit of getting used to, but it's not terrible. I actually really like it. So this, as you can see, I'm trying to get in very close so you can see it. It's so if you do straight across with this, you're going to get a thin line. If you do like up and down, you're going to get a thick line. So I tend to do across. So this is very thin going across. Like this. Now I find I have to draw that a lot. Like I have to go back in and fill in with it in the corners. So, like over here is kind of weird. Okay. So that's just like one eye. And I will come back. I think I'm going to come back in and fill in with some other black. So that is to say, this is okay. It's not the best one that I have. But it's not terrible either. But it needs some help to get her on and get her going. And you get a very thin line, I will give it that. I also have to press down kind of hard. And I feel like with this I didn't get close enough. And it's kind of lacking over here in this section where y'all see me drawing. But then I get some down here with smudging my liner. And I'm like, really? That is not where I said be at. So yeah, I think I'm going to fill in a little bit. I mean, otherwise, like, if I press down like that, I can get a good, but it's the pressing down part that is hard without jabbing yourself in the eye. Also, it's kind of watery underneath my eye because my eye is, the skin underneath my eye is a little bit oily, which is weird because I have dry skin. So, it's there, but it's not the greatest. So I'm gonna draw in and fill in. And I'm using the gel cream liner to fill this in. This is the ColourPop gel cream liner to fill this in. Okay. All right. So there's that. We're going to keep that out because we're going to do the over the lash line. I may start with that pencil, that other pencil. I may start with it. All right. So while we're waiting on eyes to dry, which they are probably already dry, and actually they are, I now need to get some liner. I did not grab that before. All right, so I'm grabbing liner out of the kit. All right, so for the liner, we're going to use the eyeliner to cut the crease. We're going to use the NYX Professional Makeup retractable mechanical liner in a Vivid Rich. In the shade, it's Giving Jade. So I'm just cutting my crease. Now, it's going to disappear under the green that I'm fixing to put on. It is vivid green, I will give it that. It's just, it's not as vivid as it could be, I guess. Because in my inner corner here, it's not going to be as obvious green. Okay. And I think this is not as green as I would like. I'll probably trace over it with some black real quick, which I will. Actually, I'm going to try the sheet lamp over this. See, y'all can barely see that it's green on it. I can barely see that it's green, so I know you can barely see it. But I'm going to try to trace over this with this black. See what happens. Ooh, now that's entirely too thick. I see it's fine up here. It's fine up here. But underneath my eye where I needed it to be, not. So that's fine. That's quite fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. It looks cartoonish and crazy, but it's not terrible. It's fine. It's a lot thicker than what I would like, than I usually put up there, but it's fine. But this green is gonna overshadow it, so keep that in mind because this green I'm about to use is ridiculous. So, all right. So for the actual eyeshadow, I've gotten one of my little tools, and we're going to use a combination of eyeshadow here. One of these is going to be the Culture Palette 2 from Juvia's Place, and then Ruby Kisses Madagascar Forest. I know this is not staying up in my hand. Madagascar Forest. So the only two shades, and it's probably the two that one of the ones I want to use. There are 9 shades in this palette, and 7 of them are for the eye and 2 are for the face. So the 2 that are for the face, it's easiest to detail those, are 6 and 9. So 6 is for the face, 9 is for the face. Which is messed up because I have clothes in this color that I would like to use for eyeshadow. So these two, this orange shimmer, which is absolutely gorgeous, this orange shimmer, and this yellow mustard one. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. But the shade that we're going to actually probably be using is this one in the middle, number 5. Where underneath the U and where my finger is tapping. That's the one that we're going to use. It's a green glitter one. So we're going to use that one. But that's going to be a topper. So we're going to use this as the base. So I need to look in here and see what base I want to use. Now, I thought I had the first Culture palette, and I don't. So I may get the first Culture palette because I could have sworn I had it. And I do not. I absolutely do not have that palette. And I've looked through all of my eyeshadow palettes, and I do not have the Culture 1 palette. Alright, so out of all these shades, why I see this is $38, and it's highly pigmented, it's worth the $38. Now, you can get it on sale. They will put it on sale. Juvia's placed themselves and like Ulta. And I've seen it on sale on Amazon. And I should have bought it when it was on sale, thinking I thought I already had that Culture 1, so I didn't pay any attention. But there are several greens in here. I've used this one, which is, I know y'all can't really see that, but I'm trying to hope that none of these will fall out of this palette. But I've used this one, which is Batik. I've used this one, which is Motherland, as a green. The Joss is stunning. That is a beautiful reflective chrome green. I used this one for our recent Christmas photos. I think I've used Serengeti. No, I haven't used Serengeti. I thought I had, but I didn't. And then I've used Afro Beats before, because that's a purple. It's a purple reflective chrome. I think I've used Kingdom before, which is this one. This is Afro Beats here. Yeah, I've used some shades in this. Oh, I have used Lagos. This is Lagos here. It looks blue, but it's really a purple. That's actually a reflective purple. So I've used quite a few shades in here, but I'm going today, instead of using Joss, I was going to use Joss. Joss can go on its own. You don't need glitter or nothing on top of that. So we're going to use Motherland, which is this matte. This one. This is a matte green. So we're going to go ahead and put this one on. This palette is absolutely stunning. I say this is a very, very matte green. And it is gorgeous. I am going to do it over the lash line. I'm just doing this over at the top part of my eye for right now. And then I'll come back in and draw in the lash line. Because I found it's easier to do it that way. Sometimes than trying to do this with powder and put the lash line on first and then try to put the powder on top of it without messing it up. So it's just easier sometimes if I just estimate how far down I need to be and then do it that way. Actually, I want to turn it that way. If I can get this corner. Because I know about how my eyelid is going to curve down there at the bottom. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and do the other eye too. And I'm trying to get as close to that lash line as possible. And that, the area of my lash line that I'm going to block off, but also up here at the top of the cut crease, without going over and getting onto the black. We're going to put stuff on top of that. All right. Trying to get as straight across also as I can. Okay. All right, so that part is done. Really, really, really impressed with the Culture 2 palette. I love the greens in that. That's why I bought it. I saw the green in it and I was like, let me go ahead and get this palette. Let me quit playing and get this palette. So I'm going to put it off to the side back here. Now I have other greens. I have a ColourPop green. The Just My Luck palette. And it is very nice. I like that. It has some good green in it. This also has this Ruby Kisses that we're going to go in with. Also has a green in it. It has two greens in it, plus the shimmery. So it's this one, and then that one. So, and actually before we do that, let's go ahead and do the black, because that's going to bother me until I do. So let me go ahead and do the over the lash line here. Okay. Try not to break off the tip of this pencil, as I want to do sometimes. Okay. And I fixed the eye. Okay. A little bit. Did a little bit of cleanup. That's much easier to do this part last instead of trying to do it first and then having to conform it. It's like much easier to just draw this across. Okay. And I fixed that one. Okay. That's actually pretty cool. It's a little thick, but that's fine. It's a little thick for my liking. I generally like a thinner line up there, but it's fine. We'll make it work. All right. And now that we know that, we can get a little bit more green over here too. All right, so that part is done. Now, let's go for this topper. Keeping that pencil out just in case I have to color correct down here at the bottom with the black. And we will probably, I might do a wing. All right. I've never opened this palette, this Ruby Kisses palette before. This is my first time opening it, and I know that because this tape is on here to keep it closed, and I've not opened it at all. All right, so we're going in, taking my tool. We're going to go in, and I'm hoping this is going to be a cream. We're going to go in with this one, the middle one. That's like a glitter. I think it's a cream. Yeah, it's a cream glitter. So let's see if we just pick it up and do this. What this is going to do. Yep, it's a glitter and it's a cream. This would be nice if they made this in a gold somewhere. That would be helpful. I think that green glitter is taking my powder off. But I want the green glitter. Let's see. Instead of trying to rub it, what happens if I tap it? Because that's trying to take my powder off. Okay. Got a good bunch over there. Because the problem here is, once I put this glitter on, I can't put powder on top of it. That's not gonna work. The powder has to go on as the base, and if it's taking off the powder when I put this on, that's kind of a problem. Alright, so now we have glitter. It's pretty. The glitter is glittering, so let's call it that. It's glittering. All right. Yeah, tapping is the way to go here, because swiping is swiping powder, which I don't want to do, because it's swiping the powder and separating it. All right, so yeah, tapping was better. Tapping is much better. Okay, so now I got my glitter on. Got my glitter green on, and we're gonna contain that glitter where it is. I need that to stay where it is. Please do not move, because I do not want that moving. Alright, so now that that's done, we can get that out of the way. Let me put some of these palettes up. Get some of these out of the way. Alright. Actually, that palette goes back there. So I had to move some of my palettes around, and that palette goes back there. All right, now that's done. So our eyeshadow is done. Now we can worry about mascara. Mascara, it really isn't gonna be a whole lot because we do have the lash line. So for the lash line, we're gonna go in with the for the mascara, we're going to go in first with the primer. This is the Maybelline Sky High Tinted Primer. Tinted Mascara Primer. And I have combed through my lashes previously a little bit just to help them out. I'm looking in my Barbie mirror to get some primer on here. I'm going to get that primer on. Like I say, you can't really tell the difference here, which is fine. And that's why I'm not all that jumped up about what I'm doing to the eyelashes here. Not really. Maybe if I wore falsies, that would be one thing, but... And maybe in 2026, that'll be the year I learn how to contour, and the year I do falsies. But we'll see. I can see exactly where it took my powder off on my eyelid too, with fooling with this glitter. All right. So for the eyelashes, we're going to go in with the actual Lash Sensational Sky High. This is the actual Maybelline Sky High mascara. So, and I like it. It's okay. Not bad. Okay. That's not bad. Okay. It's actually pretty decent. Alright, so I'm taking a little dry spoolie and I'm gonna comb through just a tad bit while they're still wet. This one wasn't as neat in it as usual. This one is. This one needs a good comb through while it's wet. Okay. All right. So, eyes are done. Yeah, the eyes are done. Okay. So, that turned out nicely. All right. I'm going to do a little something to my eyebrows. If I can find my little pencil. I want to use Mr. Soft Pencil Senior. And we're going to go in and I'm going to kind of give him a hat of some sort so I can clean him up just a little bit. I had combed through and brushed through a little bit earlier, so I'm just drawing that arch looks a little odd on me, but it's fine. We'll be all right. Looks a little odd. Because nobody's eyebrows actually completely arch across like that. I'm aware. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, they look alright, I guess. They look a little odd. To me, they look odd just because I'm not used to seeing myself with my eyebrows drawn in. Um, it just looks strange to me. But, alright. So, we're going to do face primer now because we're going to turn our attention to the face. We're ready to do the face primer. Alright. So, for once, we're going to go in with the NYX Marshmallow Primer. Because the face stuff that we're using, the foundation is is gonna be this new NYX that I picked up. It's new to me, so let's get our own. This is not the time that I've used not enough primer. This is probably too much. Probably too much primer. Maybe it's not. Actually, it's probably not too much primer. It's probably just enough for what I'm going to be doing. All right. All right. Okay. There. Primer is on the face and rubbed in. Okay. So that's actually rubbed in and it's good. Now it does put a white pall on my face, but that's because I probably put a lot on there, but it's a lot on there. But I adequately covered my face with primer. Alright, so let's let that sit for just a second. Let me re-straighten up my eyebrows here. Okay. Now, trying to think, is there anything else that we can be doing right now? Let's prep our foundation. Alright, so this has been out for a while, but this is the NYX Bear With Me Blurring Tint Foundation in the shade 18 Nutmeg. I got this during the haul at Ulta that got me to diamond status. I'm curious to see how this is going to work. I like NYX's product, so I happen to like NYX a lot, so hoping this works. I squeezed a little bit out. I did color match to get this nutmeg, so we're going to see how well this color matches. Alright, so it's actually tacky right now. It's like tacky to the touch. So I feel like it's probably suitable to put my foundation on. All right. So let me see. Before I do that, let me see if it says you gotta wait 30 seconds or something. Use alone or with foundation. Why would I use this alone? No. I need to put something on top of this. This marshmallow primer talking about use alone or with foundation, and I'm like, no. We need to use this with some primer, because I mean, that casts a white pall on my face. My face looks weird. With it just by itself. I mean, it does not say that you gotta wait 30 seconds or anything, but you should probably wait. At least give it some time to settle down and sit on the skin for a minute. Okay, but I think it's ready to go. Alright, I'll do a little bit more research later and figure out how long exactly, if I use that, what do I need to do. Alright, so I have put my foundation here. This is this blob here in this Bath and Body Works tin, and we are ready to start applying. So I'm applying. Hope this shade is going to match well. I am going to use concealer today, so hoping it won't look cakey. I'm purposefully not putting it in areas I know I'm going to probably put concealer the most. Put it down there, down there. Just the right amount too, because now we're finished on the forehead. Okay. I look like a leopard with all these spots on my face. Okay. On the chin. Alright, so I'm hoping this will not be too light. Like I said, I did color match, and generally when I color match, it tends to be fine. I am going to go ahead and put my concealer on. This is, of course, the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Concealer in the shade J7. We probably actually need to get J8. Probably. Let me see. Well, you could probably use 7, actually. I'll use 7. Okay. I'm gonna put 7 up. As you see, I'm adding under the eye in this area. Off to the side. All right. All right. So we put concealer on also. I thought I was going to use that other shade, but I'm not going to. All right. So let me get my brushes. And I need my concealer brush. If I can find it. Nope. Okay, concealer brush. Where did you go? Okay. All right. So I am blending. This is the Morphe 103 foundation brush. And we are going to use the Morphe M132 concealer, angled concealer brush. Okay. Nice blend so far. It's a little light. It's a little light for my liking. But it's not terrible. I could go a shade darker and be fine. Yeah, I could stand to go a shade darker. And be perfectly fine with this concealer. I mean, with this foundation. Could definitely go a shade darker, and I would be probably better with that. Now to darken this down, I will probably use a darker what do you call it? Setting powder. this definitely could go a shade darker. Alright, I'm using this angled concealer brush to get up here in my hairline. And then we'll come back down and do the eyes. Under the eye. Get as close to this as possible. Probably could have used the ColourPop one and been a little bit better too. There's a very stark contrast in concealer and thing. Alright. I'm blending under the eye. Yeah, that's a very stark contrast. And I could kind of contour my nose into this. Yes, I'm going to fix this in just a second. We're going to fix it. Because that's a way different shade than what I needed. This is super dark compared to this foundation. Okay. And it looks crazy. It looks like I didn't blend this very well. That's what this looks like. And also that I used too dark a shade. Because it's really supposed to be lighter with the concealer, not darker. Okay. So we're going to fix this. We are going to fix this. I guess I could use lighter concealer and that would fix it, but so this might wind up looking a little cakey, but yeah, it'll be alright. Not like I'm going anywhere. That got salvaged. Alright, so that's salvaged slightly. Alright, that doesn't look too crazy now. Because at first it did. You could tell that it wasn't, that didn't match at all. Let's see. I can kind of sort of contour myself with it a little bit. Down here. Okay. That doesn't look awful. But we know those two combinations don't go well together. To start with. Like, don't use those combinations. And that's why we try this to see. Now, the foundation itself is fine. Because like I say, I can always darken it down if I have to. It's not crazy too light. It could stand to be a shade darker and it would be actually be better. But it's fine. So it's not terrible. But yeah, it could stand to be a shade darker and we would be perfectly fine. I'm going to put something on this spot. That spot is taking its time to go away. Because of course I keep putting stuff on my skin and okay. I'm going to put blush here too, so now the blush, as we have discovered, the blush be looking cakey and weird because you, one, have something there. Two, you're putting stuff, layering stuff on top of things that you really probably shouldn't do. Alright, so yeah. Yeah. We learned a very important lesson today. Your concealer, like I say, I knew that your concealer should be 2 shades lighter than your foundation, and mine was the opposite. The foundation's fine. I actually am probably gonna, like I say, I'm not gonna take it back. I'm gonna keep this, but I will go one shade darker, because this is, it says is it's 18 nutmeg, and I remember seeing 20. So 20 is like a deep something. This is medium coverage foundation too. So, but yeah, I know to mix that with. I can mix that with some darker ones, and it'll be fine. It's fine. All right, so let's set the face. I'm gonna do my under eye first with under eye setting powder, and then we're gonna do we're gonna set with other. All right, so to do the under eye, we're gonna use the She Glam. So the She Glam Insta Ready face and under eye setting powder duo. I really like this packaging. I do. Okay, so we're gonna do the under eye first because we need that set. All right, so I'm priming it in my hand. So the top part of this, of course, is the under eye setting, and you just dip in there and get it. And it does brighten up under my eyes, so there's that. And yes, I have to fix my eyeliner under there because we touched it a lot. Okay. That's a lot better. Okay. And then I'm going to set it, not with the She Glam, but because this is such an odd shade on me, I'm going to set it with the Juvia's Place Warm Honey. I originally was not, but we're going to, now that I have totally screwed up the blending down there, which I need to fix the blending, which I'm going to do right now, actually. Because I realize down here is not blended very well. And there's still time to fix it, so. Okay. I want that to blend down into it. Because I stopped right there. All right. And now we're going to go in. This is the Juvia's Place Warm Honey. And I am setting around the perimeter with a darkening one. Everywhere that I avoiding my under eye, my under the eye. And I got to put a little bit more in the tin. So bear with me just a second. It's going to take a second to do this. Okay, there we go. All right. Got a good amount on there. we're done with setting that face. Alright. I'm not going to wear liquid blush. I would prefer not to. I'm actually just going to do some... Wasn't sure if I was going to wear powder blush today or not. And I think I will wear a little bit of powder blush. I'm trying to screw this top back on. Alright, so once I set my face, it looks not weird now. It looks not weird. Putting everything back in the kit. Alright. So now, I'm going to put on me some powder blush. I probably could just use my powder blush pencil brush and do this. See if I got some on loose. No, I don't. Alright, so I do have to pick some up. Alright, so let me grab some real quick. I'm trying to think, whose do I want to wear today? Do I want to wear Juvia's Place, or do I want to wear the NYX? Or do I want to wear the Fenty? I think I'll use the Juvia's Place. Alright, hold on a second. Alright, so this is the Juvia's Place Volume 4. This is the Blush Duo, Volume 4. And we are going to use some of this powder pink down here. This is the light pink. I don't know what it's called because they don't have names for it, but as you can see, it does not show up on my skin. That pink is very, 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 very light. And I have to build with it. It blends in with my brown, so there's that. So I'm going to do the same to the other side, because then I'm going to add another color here. As you can see, you don't even see any. You barely see any. We are not swiping, we are tapping. Okay. I mean, there's pink there. There's right there, but it's not a loud pink. This is actually the most subtle I've ever seen of their blush. The most subtle. So we're going to use the other top one. This is the hot pink up here. We're going to use this one to add. And there we go. Now see, when you put these together, you can now get a little bit of pink. It's a very subtle pink. And I like that. That's actually really pretty. It's not crazy pink. That's actually very subtle and very pretty. This is the most subtle I've ever seen of the Juvia's Place. Now, if my skin were darker and I hadn't used this super light foundation, it probably would have shown up. But yeah, that's super pretty. That's really, really pretty. Okay, I really like that. Okay. So it's blush. Okay. Now let's talk about lips, because now I'm ready to set with spray. So now let's talk about the lips. Let me put a few little things up here. Okay. So for the lips, we're going to do a black outline with Mr. Soft Pencil Senior. And then we're going to do a red lip. We're going to do a classic red lip. So, let's go. Now, I say that this is a pinup Christmas look, but this is my general everyday, this is what I wear to work look. So, or sometimes every day. Because some days, I mean, I wear different hair, but this is basically what my makeup looks like. So, Yeah. I can never draw a really straight line either. Trying to give myself a cupid's bow without wobbling while I'm doing it. All right. So now for the lipstick, we're going to go in with the Red Velvet by Juvia's Place. This is their liquid lipstick. And it is the shade Red Velvet. All right. That is a big applicator. That doe foot applicator is massive. And you get a lot of product on it. That was a lot of product that came out of there. All right. So we have completed the look. This is the finished look. So it's actually turned out really pretty. I am ready to set my face. I kind of want to let this dry just a tad bit. Because once it dries, it dries. It dries fairly quickly too. Okay. And see, it's drying on my lips. It was drying as I was putting it on. The other one that I did, the Take a Seat the other day, was really quick drying. I mean, it was dry almost instantly. But yeah, this is almost dry. All right, so I'm gonna fix my lips here a little bit. All right. That turned out even better. And it's dry. And a pillowy soft too. All right. So let's do set the face. I'm gonna set it with some L'Oreal Infallible. So we can do a quick set. All right, so this is the L'Oreal Infallible 3-second setting spray. It does not require me to dry that myself. It will dry in just a second. It actually smells fine too. I'm used to it, how it smells now. It used to remind me of hairspray, like Aquanet, but it really doesn't bother me now. All right, so let's put on some earrings. So we're gonna put on these gold earrings for our gold. This green glitter is like a greenish gold glitter, but it's really more green than gold. And I said I was going to do a wing, but then I didn't do a wing, so it's fine. Don't really need to do a wing. I'm not jumped up about doing a wing. I'm really not. Okay, all right. I got these earrings, I want to say from Old Navy, many moons ago, and they're literally unraveling down here, but some of my few gold earrings that I have. All right, so I'm gonna let my hair down. Okay. All right, so this is what it looks like with the bangs pulled back. But let me take the bangs down. I take the pins out. One more. Then we'll take the other side down. And I don't think I put as many on that side. Okay. With my Betty bangs. This wig is held on very well. And there we are. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the completed look with makeup. And makeup and my hair down. So, I think this turned out nicely. It's a nice greenish red Christmas look. I think it turned out nicely. This is my normal, I mean, you guys see me do this all the time in our normal episode. So this is a normal green look for me. And this is actually what I do pretty much almost every day. I just don't take as long to do it, but this is basically my everyday look. So this isn't out of the ordinary. But I like this look, so I tend to wear it all the time. Especially in the winter time. In the summertime, I'll probably wear a flower in my hair instead of wearing a scarf up here. But yes, this is my basic pinup look, but with a little Christmas color spin to it. So I want to thank y'all for watching. Come back in and see more of our episodes when we do day 5. That will be tomorrow. We'll have something in mind and ready to go for when we are ready to film. We do have our other series. Please go watch them. Also, go watch the other days. Yesterday's episode doesn't have any views. What are y'all doing? Go and watch my other episodes of this series and my other episodes for Budget Beauty. I have done a recent beauty hauls, the one where I made diamond status. So please go watch that one. We have all our playlists. They are set up and conveniently ready for if you want to watch just nothing but beauty haul. You want to watch nothing but the breakdown. You can do all of that. So we do have playlists set up, and this is also in a playlist. So go watch our stuff, and thank you for the support for those of you who are watched and who have subscribed. Thank you. We are up to 20 subscribers now. We're up to 20 subscribers, and I'm very excited. Thank you for coming in and watching and supporting. It does mean a lot, and it is super exciting to see the subscriber count go up and see that people are watching my videos and leaving me comments. I love when you guys leave me comments because I will go in and reply to them and be like, yay, thank you for your comment. So thank you for coming in and watching, and thank you for the support. We very much appreciate it. So we'll see you tomorrow for the next day of the 12 Days of Beauty. Thank you. Peace.